Collective, welcome back, my beautiful beings. We have the King of Cups and we have the Mind card. So, someone has been holding something back from you. When I first started this video, I was saying this is a water sign, but and two Aquarius cards, two Aquarius majors came out, so it could be an Aquarius, but not really. It could be an air sign who has been more, meant in his mental space or in her mental space, but now this normally not expressive or not emotional person is expressing and laying out their mind. So it could be a message, it could be a confession, it could be a apology, or just something that they wanted to say for a while but hasn't had the courage to actually hit send. And the energy around this feels like someone who's been getting tired of staying silent. They're almost getting sick of themselves that they couldn't have said it sooner. Today we're looking at who wants to contact you, what they want to say, and what can happen next. So for one to start out, this feels like someone who has been going back and forth with themselves. One minute they're ready to reach out, the next minute they're talking themselves out of it. They may have been already typed something, then straight up deleted it. Open your messages, looked at your old messages, your old pictures, your old profile, thought about calling but then stopped themselves. There's a hesitation there, or at least there was. But they also feel it's almost something simmering up, within inside of them. Like that feeling or this feeling is a feeling that is too strong to silence. And the more they try to silence it, the harder it becomes for them to maintain. Why have they been quiet? So for some of you, pride is a huge part of this. This person doesn't want to look vulnerable, and they don't want you to know how much the situation actually affected them, especially if you were the one who pulled away. They may have assumed that you would reach out first, and when you didn't, it forced them to sit with their own feelings, and now they're wondering if they waited too long. But the message here that I'm getting is they're saying or they're feeling, with this King of Cups, wow, so this is the second video. This must just be like a nice little area. Two deers, maybe they're the same ones from the last video, but like a mama deer and a little Bambi just jumped across. But yeah, so the idea that I'm getting from this King of Cups and their feelings, or how they're feeling, is they're feeling like, or they're thinking, they still think about you, and it may not seem exactly like that or come out exactly like that, but when they reach out to you, it can be so casual, or it can be so, however the communication is. They may not actually reach out. Maybe you get to see them in person and it's a little passive, but you're still able to pick up on information. So they might not actually say, I'm still thinking about you or I miss you, but they may show something in a little way. Like they may reject you, but you will be able to pick up on that little instance of where the door is almost left open or cracked open to their space or to their heart. So they may just hit you up like, yo, how have you been? I was just thinking about you, or I saw something that reminded me of you. Like, those little situations, or I need something, I need a favor. But underneath that small conversation is what they really are feeling and thinking and what they want to say. And they want you to know whether the door is still, or for themselves, they want to know whether the door is still open for them. And I think you're thinking the same thing for yourself. So they want to test the energy, and they want to see if you're still even receptive to them. Okay, so knowing this, what happens next? So with this energy, I do see movement here, but don't be surprised if their first message or first communication almost feels, too casual, or if it seems like they're doing you a favor. This person may act like they're just checking in, but meanwhile, they've probably been thinking about sending that message for days or weeks. So your advice is to don't rush, let them show you what they actually want, and you don't have to fill in the blanks for them. If they have something to say, then let them say it. This person has something emotionally that they need to get off of their chest, and there may have been an argument, a misunderstanding, or a sudden ending or conversation that they never really got to finish, and that has been spinning and spiraling and bugging them in their mind. They feel regret. They feel a sense of waste, or even a sense of wasted time, or maybe they feel that they handled the situation badly by saying something that they didn't mean. I feel the idea that they also feel bad for disappearing without a clear explanation or explaining themselves. But now that time has passed, they see the situation differently, or they see you differently. Something reminded them of you, like a song, a place. I think it was an old photo, like maybe it was an old photo or a picture, or just the memories of your relationship or your situation, your friendship. And it brought back feelings that they thought they had under control. And for some of you, they're also starting to realize that this isn't automatically fixing the situation. Like, they expected the feelings to fade, and instead, the things that they never said are bothering them even more than before. I feel what they want to tell you in this situation is they definitely do wish they handled things differently. So there may be an apology coming in, is what it seems, or at least an attempt to explain themselves. And I want to like emphasize something. An explanation isn't always the same thing as accountability, but pay attention to whether their actions match it, because this person may genuinely miss you, but someone missing you and being ready to treat them correctly are two different things. So, will they reach out? I do get strong communication ideas or energies here, especially unexpected communication. So it could happen at a strange time, in the middle of the night, early in the morning, like the crack of dawn. Like they could have been thinking about you all night, and in the morning they're reaching out, like finally getting over it and hitting that send button. But when you finally stop thinking about them, that's usually how and when these things happen. The moment you stop checking your messages, that's when the message comes in. That's just how the universal energy works. But all in all, don't abandon your standards just because someone is finally breaking their silence. Assess the situation and realize how you guys even got there in the first place and what it's worth. Take what resonates, leave the rest.